Alright, here I'm going to be showing you how to back up your WordPress website. Now, the reason why you need to back up your website is just in case if anything happens to your website, alright, if anything happens to your website, you are going to lose everything on that website if you don't back it up. Another useful thing of backing up your website is that you can migrate. In case you want to migrate your website to another hosting server, you can just go ahead and back it up. And the most important thing is that this particular backup plugin is free. You don't have to pay for it, alright. It's a free plugin that you can get on your WordPress store. Just install it, and then in this particular tutorial I show you step by step how you're able to back it up. If you create any website for any company, it is very important that you back up that particular website, especially some special website that have some data, that have some people's data or staff data. Very important. A lot of people have get into trouble, have find themselves in a big trouble because they were unable to back up the particular website for their clients. So it's very important. So I want you to watch this video from the beginning to the end, and make sure you subscribe to this particular channel. Alright, we are currently on our WordPress dashboard. Alright, so there's a plugin we are going to install. So once you reach your WordPress, you go to your plugins, just click on add plugins. Alright, so this is where you add your plugins. So you're going to go ahead and click on add plugin. So here it will take you to your plugin environment. These are our plugin environments. Alright, so there's a name we are going to write up there. We're going to write Updraft. Now the name of the plugin is Updraft, so you have to type it out. Now I'm going to make sure you follow the instructions here so that you don't mess it up. You know, you are trying to back up a website here, so make sure you don't mess it up. Okay, so here is the plugin. This Updraft, not this other one, this WP optimizer. Don't use that one, use the Updraft plugin. All right, this is the best plugin and it's free. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and activate it. After you install, you have to activate. You just wait for it to activate, and it's going to take us to the environment. All right, the plugin environment as the plugin page. So we're going to look for the particular plugin which is Updraft, because from here we are going to go ahead to click on our settings. So that's settings. This is the Updraft plugin that the backup plugin that we just installed. And we're going to go ahead and click on settings. All right, so once you click on settings, it's going to bring you here. You can see that big button you are seeing right there is a backup now, but you can't just go ahead and back up. There are some certain things that you have to do. There are some settings that we have to go through. That's why I said that you must pay attention to this. Now if you click on migrate, and you see create a temporary clone on our servers. All right, now that's not what we are going to do, because we are going to make sure we use our servers. Now if you go to settings, we're going to scroll down. You can see you can use the Updraft, you can use different methods, but we want to use Google Google Drive. That means we are going to save it on Google Drive. So once you click on Google Drive, it's going to take you where you will open your Google. You see you have selected a remote storage option which has an authorization step to complete. Follow the link through authorize and access. So you have to access the link through that right, you know, Google. You have to sign up to your Google account before you can access your Google Drive. So that means we are going to go ahead and just, you know, sign into our Google account. So we'll go ahead and click on continue. All right, so our draft, we have already signed into our Updraft. Now I say return to UpdraftPlus. Okay, if you click on that, it's going to take you back to your WordPress dashboard, because we are also going to continue to complete manual authentication. Now we didn't receive any code, so you can see this is missing. Authentication data is missing. All right, so we're just going to go back and sign in. We have option sign in with Google. All right, so this time around I'm going to sign in Google in order to authorize. Since we did receive, you are not going to receive your OTP code. It's always like that. So follow this procedure. Use the sign up, all right, instead of accepting the OTP code. So we are going to follow the same process again. We are going to go ahead and click on continue. Don't forget the same email, because you have already signed up before. This time around is backup. Is a backup plus we are looking at. We say okay, it has been completed. Click on the complete setup. Once you click on it, it's going to take you back to your WordPress plugin. Now you see what it's going to tell you now. It say UpdraftPlus backup and restore. It says sources. You have authenticated your Google Drive account. Now you have fully authenticated it. All right. Since we did receive the authentication code, they gave us an option. So you are going to see options there. So there's no need to wait for the authentication code. You can use the option to do what they ask you to do. Now this is the migration tool. All right. This is a very option that a lot of people want to go for, but there's no need for this again, because we have already signed up our Google account. So we are going to be using our Google account. If you come here, you see that our Google is highlighted. our Google Drive is currently highlighted. So that's what we are going to use for this. So you can go ahead and scroll down to check to make sure that everything is going to be stored on your Google Drive that you have connected to it. Pay attention to this so that, because before you back up, you must make sure that everything is intact. So once you click on your backup, now you say take a new backup, include your database in the backup. All right, include your file in the backup, send this backup to remote storage. All right, which is very important. Remote storage, which is the Google Drive we just connected, that is our remote storage now. Very important. It says send this backup to your remote storage. We just did that. Now only allow this backup to be deleted manually. Keep it even if retention limits are hit. So make sure that it can be deleted manually, not that it will be automatic. Maybe because there is no new updates, then it's going to be deleted. No, you're going to. That's why we connected our drive. So we're going to highlight everything. Okay. Now once you highlight everything, you see that our backup has started. Automatically, our backup has started. So pay close attention to it. You see. So you just need to give it some time. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this video. All right, you want to take some time creating file backup zip. Now you're going to create all the backup of your website. This is going to completely backup your complete website. That means you can migrate it to another hosting company. All right, I'm going to show you that in a few minutes, just to be sure. Here, the backup has been completed. Okay, this is a new site, as you can see, and there's no much stuff in this site. Now, our database, plugins, theme, upload, and some other things will back up. Pay attention on database. So that means your database is backup. That means these are backup. Now you can go ahead and go and upload it to another server. That means you can migrate your website using this Updraft plugin. All right. So we'll go over to our Gmail account. I'm going to go ahead and check. So I just refresh the page. Then I'll go to my drive, Google Drive. All right, go to my Google Drive. You just search for Google Drive here. Okay, that's my Google Drive. I'm going to click on it. Now, once you click on your Google Drive, it's going to take you to your Google Drive. Now, the first you are going to see is the things that you back up on your Google Drive. All right. You can see the list of things we back up our Google. We just backed up. This is our website. You can see UpdraftPlus. You can see you can go ahead and download it to your local server. You can delete it if you want to. That's the manual delete we set up, and you can then send it to another person. All right. Maybe you are building a website for a company. You can go give them the backup just in case anything happens to the website. It's very important you have a backup for your WordPress website. Okay. You see, I said this is a rescan folder for new backup. Now, if we click on it, we might not be able to rescan anything because the website is currently empty because we just backed it up. So you can see it's not going to give you any new update because the website was just newly backed up, so it doesn't have any new files. Okay, so if you try to rescan remote storage, that is to rescan it. Now here's the one. You say if you continue, you will add all backup stored in the configuration remote storage directory, whichever site they were created by. So this means that we're going to go ahead and duplicate, which can cause some issues. Okay, because there's no update on this side. If there is an update now, it's going to give a new backup, but now there's no update, so it's going to go and overwrite, like is it called, like rewrite your hosting your backup details. That means it's going to cause confusion. So there's no need to back up your site if you have not added anything new, because there's nothing to back up. Okay, so this your backup button, you can see it's always on, so you don't have to always go there to go and click on it if you don't need to. All right, you only click on it to back up your site because this is already connected to Updraft. So you only do that because you want to back up your website. So it's very important to back up your website so that you don't lose any of your files. Okay, just in case your site get deleted or anything happen to your website, you will still have to restore it back. You can use another hosting company. All right, so if you enjoyed this video, I know it's very helpful to you, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. All right, because we are going to be building our website on this particular new hosting, this new WordPress that we just installed.